$55, which means I'm going to buy it for $55.69 and hand it to the tenant at what price? $55. Now, I bought 1,000 shares in this particular trade. How much did I outlay? $55,690. The tenant paid me how much for 3.5 weeks? $4.20. $4.20. The $55 outlay minus my $4.20. What's my break even? $51.49. Now, if I bought 1,000 shares and the tenant paid me $4.20, how much have I earned in rent for 3.5 weeks? How many of you would like to outlay $55,000 to earn a $4,200 return up front, irrespective of market direction, for 3.5 weeks? Now, at the end of the month, we place this trade, irrespective of what happens in the market. At the end of the month, where did the stock close? What price? 47.24. Is it above or below my break even? Ooh. So what do I do on Monday? So I go back into the market and I re-rent it. How much did the tenant pay me in rent? So that's another $4,050. How many of you would like to earn another $4,050 on your original $55,000 investment for the next month doing nothing? Now, what's my break even? $51.49 minus the $4.05. What's my break even, folks? $47.44. At the end of the month, where did the stock close? Is it above or below my break even? So what do I do the next month? The tenant pays me how much? $4. Now that's another $4,000, isn't it? How much have I earned for 3 months on my investment? Where's my break even? And the stock at the end of the month closed where? 45.67, and I was exercised, folks. My break even is 43. I rented it at 45 and I was exercised, which means this. I got all my capital back while the stock was dropping and I made a profit. How many of you would like to be able to be in position to do that? While the stock was dropping, keep renting it and still earn an income and eventually close out with a profit. Speculators need to close out because if they don't, they're going to lose everything. Do I need to close out and panic? No. See, what you need to understand is we recommend stocks every day to our students. If I bought a stock at this price, you can come to the board. If I bought a stock at this price and the stock drops, do I care? Am I renting it? Do I earn another rent? And another rent? And eventually what happens? Within 3 to 6 months, if our stocks drop, most of them will go back up. Now, if I bought it from here, here, here or here, and the market is now here, here or here, do I care? Am I earning an income? And eventually what happens? One of my worst trades was September last year. Now, September last year, what came out in the market? Financial crisis, doom and gloom, wasn't it? We hit the financial crisis, and what happens in the what happened in the markets? They dropped. I bought a stock at $57.60, and it paid me $6.60 in rent. I had a break even of $51. At the end of that month, that stock closed at $51.43. Is it above or below my break even? It's above. So I went back into the market and I re-rented it for October. In October, in the beginning of October, that stock dropped to $30. How many of you would panic? Please be honest. How many of you would panic? Thank you for your honesty. So what did I keep doing? Renting it. I can keep renting my shares more than once in a month. I can multiple rent. So if I can rent these shares, because see, at this particular price, the stock had gone from 57 to 30. At $30, I was still earning between $5.80 and $6.20 at $30. So can I still earn some income while the stock's coming down? For the whole 4 months up until December, that stock stayed at 30. And in fact, it hovered between 30, 20, 10, and back up to 40 and back to 30. Do I care? I bought it for $57.60 and it went down to 30. What's the stock dropped by? It took me 4 months, folks, to make up $27.60 and close out in a $6.20 profit. Meaning, I made up $27.60 from the rent and closed out in a $6 profit after 4 months. How many of you would be panicking and getting out of that position? None of you should. So how many of you would like to get into a strategy where irrespective of what happens in the market, we keep the shares and we can keep earning an income irrespective of the value? Would you like to be able to do that? Absolutely. Because if you don't and you speculate, you need to get out, otherwise your capital is wiped. True? So that's your choice, folks. How many of you would like to see our average returns for the last 6 months? What we've averaged. Not our best trades, not our worst trades, but our average trades. Well, for the month of February, we earned 9%. Now, you might want to write these down and add them up. For the month of February, it was 9%. Now, let's have a look at this particular chart here. In October and November last year, what were the markets doing? What was this stock doing? October, November, December, 09, and then January and February. 9% was our average, folks, for February. In March, our average was 6%. Have a look at the chart here. We bought this stock actually at that peak. We had bought that stock at that peak. And then what did the stock do? It dropped by $14. Most of you getting into the market for the first time and placing a trade and seeing your stock go down by $14, you would panic. But how would you like to have a mentor hold your hand and be there for you so if anything happens like this, you can speak to them and they can at least guide you and teach you and hold your hand through this? I'm not saying support where you ring someone and go, oh my God, my stock has dropped by $14, but how would you like a dedicated personal mentor that will teach you and guide you? How many of you would like to have a personal mentor do that? Absolutely. After 3 months of earning an income, what did the stock do again? Did we get our capital back, folks? Did we at least earn an income for 3 months while we sat on that stock? What can we do with that income? Whatever we want. Who said spend it? In the month of April, our average was 5.4%. In the month of May, 7.5%. In the month of June, 5.4%. These are our averages. 6.8 for July, 5.7 for August, 7.5 for October, 6.4 for November. It's all about one thing, folks. It's results, consistent results. How many of you would like to see consistent results? Would you like to see our last 5 days of results? Good, the bad and the ugly. Would you like to see them? Not just Tuesdays and Fridays because they were really good trades, but every single one of them. Okay, let's look at these. On Monday, we recommended a stock. We bought the stock and we earned 4.3% up front for 3 weeks. How many of you would like to earn 4.3% for 3 weeks up front? Absolutely. We have a break even of 23.33. Where is the stock right now? Is it above or below my break even? Do I need to do anything, folks? Let me ask you a question. I get up at 10 o'clock in the morning. I turn my computer on and I go, right, my ABC stock, I have a break even of 23. How long do you think it takes you to turn your computer on and log onto the internet? 2-3 minutes? You log into your account that's online. Because, folks, we have no software or no black boxes or nothing to download. It's all done on the internet. How many of you have internet? Good. You log onto the internet and you go, ABC stock, or Asia in this case here, I have a break even of $23.33. Where is the stock right now? Where is it? Is it above or below? You close your computer and you worry about it on Tuesday. How many of you could do that? That is it. How many of you have a mobile phone with internet? You're global investors. The broker that we use has an application on this iPhone that I can log straight into my account through here. I don't even have to have a computer. I don't have to carry any hard drives, folks. I can be anywhere in the world as long as I can log onto the internet, I can do this. Who thinks that's brilliant? Because if your software crashes, what do? If the internet crashes on your phone or on your computer, what do? Go to your next door neighbour. That's Monday's trade. Let's have a look at Tuesday's trade and where is it right now? Where is the break even, folks? 31.70. Where is the stock right now? Is it above or below? Do I need to do anything? Wednesday's trade. Where is the break even? Where is the stock? Above or below? So these are current data, folks. Thursday's trade. Where is the break even? Where is the stock? Above or below? Do I need to do anything? Friday's trade. Where is the break even? Where is the stock? Above or below? Am I earning an income irrespective of what's happening in the market? Okay, let's go 2 weeks of recommendations. Where is the break even? Where is the stock? Above or below? Do I need to do anything? No. Tuesday's recommendation. Where is the break even? Where is the stock? Above. Wednesday's recommendation. Where is the break even? Where is the stock? Above. Do I need to do anything? No. Thursday's recommendation. Where is the break even? Where is the stock? Above. Where is the break even on Fridays? Where is the stock? Ooh. Do I need to do anything, folks? Have I earned an income? Yes. Do I care where it is right now? Because it's down today doesn't mean it's going to be down on Tuesday when the market trades. No. Let's go 3 weeks of recommendations, every single one of them. Where is the break even? Where is the stock? Above or below? Call it out, folks. Come on. Where is the break even? Where is the stock? Below. Do I need to do anything? No. Wednesday's recommendation 3 weeks ago. Where is the break even? Where is the stock? No. Thursday's recommendation 3 weeks ago. Where is the break even? Where is the stock? No. Friday's recommendation. Where is the break even? Where is the stock? No. Could you have just picked one of those and placed the trade and earned an income, and who cares where the market is? Yeah. How many of you like that? Yeah. Is that consistent, folks? Yeah. Absolutely. These are my personal trades. How many of you would like to outlay $45,000 to earn $4,100 banked into your account for 3.5 weeks? There is my account right there, and the students can vouch for it. That's what our account looks like. I also did one of our advanced strategies, folks, because we don't only teach share renting strategy. We teach other strategies in the Share Lord curriculum. I placed $30,000 into the market to earn $7,000 up front for 2.5 weeks. How many of you would like to earn $7,000 on your $30,000 investment for 2.5 weeks? Absolutely. In June, I did these two trades. I did this trade actually. 5.4% for 2 days. How many of you would like to earn 5.4% for 2 days? See, when we rent our contracts, folks, how long do our contracts go for? Up to a month, don't they? Am I in a rush to get into the market? No. Because let's understand this. We have a 4-week contract, 3-week contract, 2-week contract, and then 1 week till expiry. Do you all understand that? Over to the screen if you can. Is there anyone there? It's up. So, with 4 weeks to go, 3 weeks to go, 2 weeks to go, or 1 week to go, am I in a rush to get into the market? If I wanted to go on holidays this week, do I care if I don't have money in the market? Can I place a trade here? Can I place a trade here? Can I place a trade here? Absolutely. With 2 days to go till the contract's expired, I placed that trade for 5.4% return for 2 days. Am I in a rush to get into the market and put money down? Do I have to wait for signals to get into the market? No. I have choice. If I don't want to put a trade on today, I don't have to. I can wait till tomorrow. If I don't like tomorrow's recommendation because it's only paying 4%, I'll wait till the next day. That's choice, folks. That's what it's about. Back to the screen. So in my case here, folks, I did a trade for 2 days, 5.4%. In July, I did 3 trades, and they're the returns on the right-hand side for the 3 trades for the month. In August, now, these are my accounts. More than happy for you to come and see my account. That's my account right there. I did 2 trades in the month of August. 3.3% for 3 days, and then I did another one that paid 11.7% for 17 days. In September, I did 1 trade, 3.2%. for 10 days, and in October I did 1 trade, 6.1% for 19 days. And last month, 11.7% up front for the month. I outlaid $43,000 to earn $5,000 on my $43,000 investment. How many of you would like to earn that up front doing absolutely nothing other than 5 minutes to place a trade? What can you do for the rest of the month? Play golf, whatever you want. Now folks, I'm not here to tell you to retire tomorrow. I'm not here to tell you that I'm going to make you $1 million overnight. But if we can start small and get into the market, at least start learning these strategies and build a very solid foundation, how high can we build our skyscraper? As high as we want. So it's a matter of taking small steps. Because in my case, it took me 3 years. I didn't want to retire. I had that vision and that dream when I started learning how to speculate, and that crashed when I lost $70,000. Then I became very conservative. I wanted to preserve my capital. So I started small, putting small returns, more money into the market, small returns, and compounding it. Most times, folks, I can compete against a speculator and say, over a 12-month period, what have you earned? Compared to my compounding 4, 5, 6% per month returns. And most times I come out ahead. So I'd rather small returns consistently every month, rather than making 50% today, losing 60%. Making 30, losing 40. I don't want to go through that emotional roller coaster. It's all about living in profitability street. And just think what's possible for you. Discover how to insure your shares so you can reduce your risk and sleep well at night. How many of you would like to protect your capital? Set up a self-managed super fund, puts your money into a super fund and start investing with ShareLord, but also protect your capital and start earning at least 3% per month. Can we buy put protection and hedge our positions and protect our capital, folks? Yes. Can we cover 100% of our capital? No. Unfortunately, folks, you cannot cover 100% of your capital. Okay? Because let me ask you something. If I go out and buy a stock at a certain price, let's say I buy a stock at $23 and I have a strike price of $22.50. If I buy a put protection, I'm not buying it at the stock price, I'm buying it at the strike price, aren't I? Have I got a bit of a gap here? Even if I have to buy more insurance to protect that gap, it doesn't happen, folks. I can't cover 100%. Because what you need to understand is this. If I buy insurance, is it costing me money? I go out and I buy a stock, does that cost me money? I then go out and buy insurance, does that cost me money? If I've got to buy more insurance, does that cost me more money? So if I'm outlaying to buy the shares and then I've got to buy insurance which costs me more and then I've got to buy extra insurance, my break even then becomes $23.50 or $24, let's say. If the current market is 23 and after me outlaying all this money to buy insurance, my break even is here, am I ahead or behind? Who wants to be doing that? I rely on the market to go to that price just to break even. What happens if the stock goes sideways? I'm down, aren't I? Do I have a gap between the strike price and the stock price? Absolutely. The only way I can get 100% really is if the stock is the same price as the strike price. And how often does that happen? Not often enough. So realistically, if I've got to buy a stock, buy insurance and buy more insurance, my break even becomes up here because I've outlaid more than what the market price is. It means it's costing me money. But what we do is this, folks. It's on that side. Thinking I had another flip chart. What we say with ShareLord is this. We can cover between 90 to 99% of your capital. We can't cover 100% of your capital, folks. But we can cover up to 99%. Is there risk in the market? Absolutely. Would we like to reduce the risk? But how would you like to know what your risk is before you put any money in the market? With ShareLord, we know this, folks. If I outlay X amount of dollars, I know what my profit is and I know what my risk is before I put any money in the market. How many of you would like to be in that position? Or put money in the market with no guarantee of a return and don't understand what your risk is? With us, we tell you what your risk is and what your profit is and what you need to outlay before you put any money in the markets. Are we in a better position to assess our risk and understand what our profit is? Absolutely. Discover how to write insurance policies. How many of you have heard the term selling insurance? How many of you would like to sell insurance on the stock market? What do you think the return is in selling insurance in the Australian market? About 3%? Would you like to see what the return is on the US market right now? Writing insurance policies. These are the returns right now on the right-hand side, folks, writing insurance policies, compared to the 3 to 5% on the Australian market. Is that a better return for you for the same amount of risk and effort? Absolutely. See, the gambling of simply buying shares blindfolded. People will only make money when the market goes up. They won't make money when the market goes down, or they won't make money when the market goes sideways. Most people don't even know that these strategies exist. Stockbrokers won't tell you because some of them don't even know themselves. I have taught some brokers here in Australia how to do this strategy. All the features and benefits of a true dream business, no staff or customers, and no age requirements. Profit potential, low risk and stress-free business, does not involve physical labour. How many of you have your own business? Hands up. Wouldn't you like to clone yourself? I know I do. Time and location totally flexible. Now let me ask you something, folks. Can I be at the park at 3 o'clock in the afternoon swinging my kids on the swings and being on the phone and doing whatever I need to do? Do I need to be anywhere in particular? Or do I need to be lagging my computer with me? No. Recession and depression proof and something you must educate your children. Hands up who's got children? Fantastic. Hands up who doesn't? Hands up high? Find some. Find some. Let's teach them. Very low overheads and very low starting capital. Now this is Olive Wallace. She's my oldest student. She's 81. In September 2007, Olive Wallace invested in ShareLord. She came up to me and she said, George, I've got some money I'm going to invest with you, but I've never turned the computer on in my life. What do I do? I said, Olive, we'll organise your grandson to get you a computer and we'll teach you how to do this. Olive Wallace right now is averaging about 5 to 6% a month. Olive Wallace at the beginning of the year rang me and said, George, I'm doing another strategy as well, which I knew. She said, I've had a margin call. I have to put $2,000 into my account in 24 hours or they're going to close my position and take my money. I had Olive Wallace at 80 calling me, crying on the phone saying, I've got a margin call and I need $2,000. It didn't feel right with me to have an 80-year-old student on the phone crying to me. And this is why, folks, I say I don't do margin. That's my personal opinion. Now, if anyone can, can't you? If Olive Wallace can do this, can you do this, folks? Yeah. Absolutely. Now, who could use these strategies right now in their lives? Absolutely. Now, let me just show you some of the things that my students have said. Ka-ching. Says, "G'day, George, you deserve thanks. You do a great job. Your energy levels must be huge. My partner and I were doing a particular strategy, but the support was not existent and we lost plenty of dollars over the October-November last year. We are so glad to have fantastic strategy and support in ShareLord. Wish we'd had done this back then and not whatever strategy. But mindset is there and we are not looking backwards, just forwards and upwards. Cash flow." Can I get you all to say cash? Cash. What do we want to earn in our account up front? Cash. How nice does that sound? Cash. Here is another one from Brian. He says, "Hi George, you know I've told you before that you're the best of the best. You're the Mother Teresa of the financial market, or financial world. I don't know where you got that from. I'm still trying to understand the reason or lesson that we only met after I lost my $200,000 house equity being with a particular strategy. Thank you for your continued inspiration, mate." Now this is Thomas. Thomas signed up about 4 weeks ago with us and he enrolled with ShareLord. And he's in Western Australia. And I said, "Thomas, who's heard of Skype?" Thomas says to me, "Can I do this?" I said, "Thomas, absolutely you can do this." So I'm talking to him on Skype and I sent him a message. I said, "Thomas, how's everything going? I'll review your email and I'll come back to you." He says, "Actually, George," I almost get the whole picture. You are right. It's just a pretty boring and straightforward strategy, but it can really increase cash flow." Folks, if any of you want excitement from the stock market, go to the theme parks. Get more excitement there from the stock. You'll get more excitement there than what you'll get from the stock market. This is not a strategy where we sit in front of computers and get excited. It's about cash flow. How many of you would like cash flow? Absolutely. Now, let me just skip through these. Now, these are real testimonials, folks, pure emails, and all I've done is I've just taken copies of it and posted it on here. And actual clients' accounts. But I encourage you to please to speak to the students here. No complex maths or difficult to understand jargon, and clients have used these strategies ranging from 1,000 to 36 million. I have 2 students right now in the UK with 36 million pounds. 18 million pounds, my apologies. That's 36 million US dollars. And they're utilising this strategy on the markets with $36 million. They don't even make a dent in the market. That's how big the market is. Now, can you do this, folks? If anyone can, you can. And just think of the possibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for your time. If anybody has any questions, please come and see me. I'll be at the back of the room and outside for the rest of the night. Thank you.